Back to Weekend, I'm here with dancer Anton de Beck and comedian Alex Horn, and later singer-songwriter Conrad Sewell is back performing his brilliant rendition of the hit King, originally by the British synth-pop trio Years and Years. Looking forward to that one. But my final guest on the show is a real winner. In 2009, he took the X Factor crown. 2 years later, he won ITV's Pop Star to Opera Star. And last year, he reigned supreme on the reality ski show The Jump. On top of that, he's had sellout tours, 4 hit albums, and is squeezing in a starring role in the world premiere of The Who's rock opera Tommy. He likes working, obviously. It's Joe McElderry. How are you? Lovely to see you.
How are you? I'm very well to see you.
Come and sit down.
Hello.
Hello, I did too.
I do?
Yeah. So,
hello.
So the Who's rock opera Tommy, that's a part and a half.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's really different, obviously, to the music I do as well.
Yes.
So I think that's going to be the challenge. And
you were involved with the show of sorts 3 years ago. You did a concert version.
Yeah.
But this is a full-on show, isn't it?
Full production, full cast, set, everything. It's choreography, so it's going to be completely different. But I'm looking forward to it, and it's up in Blackpool at the Winter Gardens.
My favourite theatre in the world.
And I was only there like a couple of weeks back, and there's a real buzz about it because I think they've got cats there at the minute as well.
Yeah, with Jay McDonald.
Yeah, so
she
it's
came on the
gonna
show
be
and talked
fun.
about it. And directed by Paul Nicholas,
Yes.
who was actually in the original film.
Yes, he was. So I think he's going to have first-hand experience, obviously, from that one. But I think they're going to kind of completely revamp it from what I've heard.
Right.
We're starting rehearsals like really soon.
Okay.
So I don't really know what.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. Well, I always get really, really paranoid just before I go in. When you know when you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And then once I'm in and I have to settle down, so it's that initial thing of like, what are they going to make us do?
But also not just that. Well, sing some really high notes loud, I think, is what it is.
Exactly. Well, the good thing about this is I did think the music's quite raspy and rocky. So if I have a sore throat, I can get away with it. You know, maybe I can go out partying and get a bit of a sore throat.
You're telling yourself that'd be fine. But it is an iconic part.
It is. I mean, the difficult thing is not reacting to what's going on stage because I'm playing a deaf and blind person, and my shows are all about kind of audience participation, getting everyone to clap along. So it's that thing of kind of switching off from it all and like being in that complete zone.
And once this is over, you're back on tour as well, aren't you?
Yes. We've just done the first bit of the Evolution tour. We did like 50 shows, I think.
Right.
And then we're doing another 30 starting in October.
I joked when I introduced you saying you must like working, but you obviously really, really do. That's tough.
Yeah, well, I always complain that I want time off, and then I have like 3 days off, and I'm bored. You know, and
or you go on a skiing holiday, and then you're invited by a TV company to go and save the day.
Yes.
That's what happened, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was in Austria last year, and I was on a nice family holiday, and on the second day, we're sitting in a cafe on the top of the mountain, and I got a phone call saying, we've had a phone call from The Jump. They've seen you skiing on holiday. They know you've got 3 weeks off.
They know you've got the kit and the skis. They won't have to pay for it.
They know you can ski. They know you've got 3 weeks off. There'll be a car, if you want to do it, there'll be a car picking you up from your hotel at 6 o'clock. And at 5 o'clock the next morning, I was at the top of the mountain with the producer just going, right, off you go. Take one. And I was like, oh, okay. But that show is such an incredible show. Like, it was such
you won it. That's what I love.
Well, it was just the experience. It was like being on a big holiday, you know, but with major bruises and bumps. And I came back, and I thought I was going to have a hip replacement.
Okay.
I lay in bed for about 3 days feeling sorry for myself.
Now, listen, the rumour has started already, as it does every year, that you're going to be doing Strictly this year.
What's that about? What?
Brilliant. Well, they did. You asked me earlier if I do select my own partners, being in it from the beginning, and the truth is I do.
Yeah.
And I have actually selected Joe to dance with me this year.
There's been a lot of that as well in the recently.
He's quite bendy, apparently, so
there we go.
Honestly, that'll do for me. And he seems to win most things he goes in, so I'll have some of that as well.
I don't know. There's always conversations. I mean, you know how it works, that conversations happen, that it fits with your schedule, that it doesn't. But every single year, without fail, even if we don't have a conversation, 1 year, I get text messages off all my friends, and they're like, congratulations, can't wait to see you on it.
Would you do it?
Well, I'd love to. I think it would be great. I love dancing, and I think it would be a great thing. So watch this space, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, me too, all that. All these texts, everyone assumes I'm doing it. But,
Would you do it?
No, well, the thing is, I do a show where I do a lot of singing and dancing, but I really can't do either. So, no,
it hasn't stopped lots of people on Strictly.
Yeah,
that's the nature of the show.
Is it?
Fine.
Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, but
Would you do it?
But don't do X Factor, because then they do take the singing seriously.
Well,
I can't believe how young you were. You know, even now when I say 6 years ago, you were 18 doing X Factor. But you seem to just take it all in your stride.
Somebody asked us yesterday, and I said to the person, they said, how did you cope with all of that? And I said, I think it was actually, it sounds silly to say, but I was so naive that I was almost kind of oblivious to what was kind of going on, like the pressure.
Yeah.
And I think if I did it now, I would be watching it with a completely different kind of perspective.
Do you watch it?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I watch it, and I'm a massive fan of the show, but I think I would have liked to have had somebody to go, watch out for this, watch out for that, and I would love to be able to do that for somebody, because I think it's fine having somebody saying, sing this note, sing that note, but it would be nice to have somebody to go, like, watch out for that, and if this happens, that will happen, but this is how you get over that, you know, all of that kind of thing.
But also, you're one of the lucky ones, aren't you? Because, you know, you've released 4 albums since.
Yeah.
Lots of the winners, people don't know even who they are afterwards, which is a terrible thing to happen to any performer. You're working on the 5th album as well?
Yes, doing a bit of songwriting as well. I've been singing a bit of the new material in the show, in the tour, just kind of testing it out. So if nobody cheers for it, I take it out the next time.
My God, you're so wise. Yes, absolutely. That's what X Factor teaches you, see. But also, all this may not have happened because I know that you were really into the medical profession, weren't you?
Yes.
You even did your work experience in the hospital.
I did. Well, my auntie is a nurse, and I did my work experience at the hospital where she works. And I wanted to be a paramedic. I did all my triple sciences at school and everything. Not very well, but I tried. And I was going to do it. I was going to be a paramedic, and then the singing just kind of overtook it all.
Thank goodness. And away from the singing, rumour is that you want to be in a soap.
Well, again, I got asked about this about 3 weeks ago, just at a party. I was at an event in London. Somebody said, do you like Coronation Street? I said, I absolutely love it. They said, would you be interested in like being a part? I said, I would love to do something like that. It would be great. The next day, all my friends were like, oh my God, I can't wait to see you in Coronation Street. I was like, it's not happening.
I'm too busy doing strip club.
Exactly. The 2 things that I'm not doing.
So he's not doing it. There we go. Now you know. Well, you're too busy to do it anyway. And I know that you're busy all next year as well. So your diary is full up.
It's all fun. It's all fun, and I feel lucky, you know, to be able to get to do it all, because I realise it's a tough industry.
Well, all the best with
Thank
everything,
you.
and Panto as well. Hull, Cannon and Ball at the end of the year.
Yes, that'd be interesting. That'd be hilarious.
You don't stop. You really don't. All the best with everything.
Thank you.
Time now for another superb live music performance, singing his version of